Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to another lesson with Mr. Fieck. Today we're continuing on from yesterday with multiplication, old school style or traditional multiplication, working on a one digit times a multi-digit. And today we're going to do a one digit times a two digit and one digit times three digit, continuing on what we started talking about yesterday. So learning target, again, is that you understand the standard algorithm for multiplication. You understand how to do it, the steps to do it, but also it's important to understand why it works doing it that way, okay? So if we have 67 times 2, and just like we kind of did yesterday, if you want to pause the video and try and solve it before I go through it, and then you can check your answers and figure out if you came up with the same answer, great. If not, you can see where you made your mistake and hopefully fix it so you don't make the mistake on the next problem. So let's go through 67 times 2. So we start with the 2 and multiply it by the one digits. So 7 times 2 is 14. So I'm going to put my 4. And remember, I carry a plus 1. Okay, make sure you're just adding 1 and not multiplying. So 6 times 2 is 12. And then I add 1, 10. So 6 times 2 is 12 plus 1 is 13. So that would be 134. Hopefully you came up with the same answer. Let's do 19 times 8. And for this one, let's start with the area model. And I would have 10 plus 9 multiplying by 8. Okay, so now let's see. When I do 8 times 9, well, 8 times 9 is 72. So I'm going to put my 2 here, and I'm going to add 7. So I put my 72 in my 8 times 9 is 72. Now I'm doing 8 times 10. Well, 8 times 10 is 80, or sorry, 8 times 1 is 8, plus 7 would be 15, right? So, and that would be 152. And over here, if I do 8 times 10, that's 80, okay? So now I'm going to add these together. Well, 80 and 70 is 150, plus 2 is 152. And that is the same I got over here. So this, I'm just trying to make the connection of showing you after learning the area model of why standard algorithm works, okay, and making that connection. Now, if you really like the area model and understand how to multiply using the area model, please, by all means, continue using the area model. If standard algorithm makes more sense to you and you understand standard algorithm, use standard algorithm, okay? It really doesn't matter. Again, giving you strategies and you can choose which one works the best for you to be the most efficient mathematician you can be. All right, so now let's try a 3-digit times a 1-digit. So let's start, this time I'll start out by doing area model. So I'm going to do 300 plus 20 plus 1, okay? And then break it up into a 3 by 1 times 7, okay? So now, if I do this, I'm going to kind of go back and forth showing you how to make the connection of area model to standard algorithm. 7 times 1 is 7, okay? Oh, and look, 7 times 1, 7, right there. So now this is 7 times 2, but the 2's in the tens place, so really it's 7 times 20. So 7 times 2 is 14, so 7 times 20 would be 140. Here that's 14, so I'm going to put the 4 and carry the plus 1. Now here, 7 times 3 is 21, but it's 7 times 300, so it's going to be 2100 or 2100. And then 7 times 3 is 21, plus 1 is 22. And since I have nothing left to multiply, I write the whole 22. So it'd be 2247. Now let's see, after I add this up, should get 2247, hopefully. Let's see, 2100 plus 140 would be 2240 plus 7 is 2240 7. Okay. All right. Let's do one more. So I have 400 plus 30 plus 9. 439 in expanded form. And then I'm doing times 5. And I'm doing 1 by 3 because I have a 1-digit times a 3-digit number. So I'm going to start standard algorithm. 5 times 9 is 45. So I'm going to put my 5 and carry a plus 4. 5 times 9 is 45. Okay, that's what we just did. Now I'm doing 5 times 3. Well, 5 times 3 is 15, so 5 times 30 would be 150. But now I have to 15 plus 4 would be 19, right? So I'm going to put my 9 and carry a plus 1 here. Okay? And then I have 5 times 4 is 20. So 5 times 400 would be 20, and then 2 zeros, so that would be 2,000. But 5 times 4 is 20 plus 1 would be 21. So my answer over here, if I add this all together, should get 2,195. Well, 2,000, pretty simple. 150 plus 45 would be 195. So if I add 2,000 plus 195, that would equal 2,195. Okay, so again, just making the connection from the area model that we have been practicing all year since I think unit 1 or 2 of 4th grade math, and showing why standard algorithm works. Okay, so even I know you guys know and understand area model. Practice it using standard algorithm and then go back and check it using the area model, because the whole purpose is to be efficient mathematicians. Multiplication goes a little more efficiently if you can do standard algorithm, but also it's important that you multiply correctly. And if that's using area model, that's okay. I just want to give you strategies to be the most efficient mathematicians you can be. Okay, the next couple lessons, we're going to kick it up one more notch and we're going to start doing multi-digit times multi-digit numbers. Okay, all right, hope that helps. Go make it a great day, boys and girls.